Would you like to know the best way to host a successful virtual event? Well, imagine just doing one event, and at the end of that day, you walk away with seven figures. Hello, would that be valuable to you? Making seven figures in just one day? Seriously, like how would that affect your business, your life, the lives of your loved ones? Listen up because, it does not have to be difficult to make seven figures in a day, but many entrepreneurs make it sound more unattainable than it actually is. So today, we're busting three of the most common myths that are holding entrepreneurs back from creating that much coveted seven-figure day. This is Momentum Maker Podcast. I'm Awesome Angie Inkstrom, honoring the awesomeness in you.
And I'm Gita Utgard. Now, let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever tried hesitating before doing something for the first time? It could be just about anything. It could be deciding to have your first baby, or starting your first business, or perhaps even doing your first live virtual event. Have you ever tried that? Now, from a psychological perspective, it is an innate human reaction to hesitate a bit before taking action and diving into something new. It's a matter of simple self-preservation from an evolutionary point of view, because the unknown, it often feels a little bit intimidating. So it's completely normal if you're thinking something like, I don't know where to start, or maybe I'm not sure I'm really ready for this, or perhaps can I pull this off?
So true, Geety. And today we are here to debunk three of the most common myths that are holding entrepreneurs back from doing live virtual events and creating seven-figure days. Because creating a seven-figure day does not have to be hard. If you use a proven framework, it is so much simpler than it seems. I remember, a client that Geety and I worked with, she really wanted to take that quantum leap in her business, but she was terrified to actually do a virtual event. Have you ever felt, have you ever felt that, wanting to do something new for the first time in your business, being super nervous about it? Well, that's what she was feeling, and she simply could not envision herself hosting her own virtual masterclass. We eventually helped her push through it and did her first live virtual masterclass using our seven-figure framework. And afterwards, she was so happy and relieved, saying that, wow, doing a live virtual masterclass is a lot simpler than it seems.
Yes, exactly. Doing a live virtual masterclass is a lot simpler than it seems. Because the thing is that a lot of what we think we need in order to succeed with live virtual events, it's not necessary at all. I know this sounds really crazy, but it's true. A lot of what we think we need in order to succeed with doing live virtual events, it's not necessary at all. So today we're going to bust three of the most common myths that may be holding you back from taking the leap and hosting your first live virtual masterclass. Because hosting a live virtual masterclass is a lot simpler than it seems.
All right, let's debunk the first myth. I need to have a perfect offer. You know, many entrepreneurs think they need a perfectly crafted offer ready to go before they host their live virtual masterclass. So let's bust that myth because you do not need a perfectly crafted offer ready to go before hosting your live virtual event. Instead, we advise our clients to listen in and truly pay attention to their audience's needs and wants during the event and then shape their offer around that. This is so much more powerful than guessing at what your audience might want before the event because you might end up creating an offer that doesn't even resonate with the audience. In this way, your offer comes to life as your audience engages, giving you a clear picture of what they want and positioning you to deliver exactly that, making your offer a total no brainer for your audience.
Okay, so the first myth we busted was I need to have a perfect offer. And the second myth we are debunking today is I need to have a big audience to be able to fill the room. Because the truth is that you do not need a huge audience to fill the room. A great workaround for not having a huge audience is borrowing other people's audiences. Because there are a lot of people who have a large engaged audience, But some of these people, they don't even have an offer. Now it could be YouTubers, influencers, podcasters, Facebook group owners, or it could even be micro influencers. So why not just leverage their audience? And by tapping into the networks of others, you can expand your own reach and attract attendees who may not have otherwise heard about you and your upcoming live virtual masterclass. It's so much simpler than it seems.
Yes, simpler than it seems. And the strategy for filling the room is just one of 7 strategies that Giddy and I have created for you to fill your live virtual masterclasses, even if you don't have a huge audience. So, Giddy and I have created an entire cutting edge toolkit based on a proven system that's guaranteed to fill your virtual masterclasses like clockwork. The strategies in our toolkit are part of the tools we use with our high ticket clients. The toolkit contains 7 strategies, so we can't obviously dive into all of them today, but if you're serious and not just curious, listen to the end of this podcast and we're going to give you a link so that you can access our toolkit for free with exact printable steps that you can implement in your business.
Yes, so powerful. Okay, let's recap. The two myths we have busted so far are number one, I need to have a perfect offer. And number two, I need to have a big audience to be able to fill the room. And the last myth we are debunking today is I don't know what to say in my live virtual masterclass. And we get it. The fear of not knowing what to say can be paralyzing. But it's honestly not a problem. You can borrow content. Yes. So here's the deal. Many successful entrepreneurs use proven frameworks and speeches. So, our advice is to listen to some of these speeches, find what resonates with your message, and adapt it to your style. Now, we are not saying copy. We are saying modeling some of the great speakers is an amazing shortcut because by modeling these speakers, you can skip the trial and error stage and use what has been proven to work. Just remember to give credit where credit is due. It's simpler than it seems.
Yes, let's recap the most common myths that are holding entrepreneurs back from hosting a live virtual masterclass and creating a 7-figure day in the process. First off, I need to have a perfect offer. Next, I need to have a big audience to fill the room. And thirdly, I don't know what to say at my live virtual masterclass. So, 3 common myths we just busted in this episode, helping you make events super simple, impact a ton of people, and start creating 6 and 7-figure days. Doing a live virtual masterclass is so much simpler than it seems.
Yes, just remember that it's not about having the perfect offer, a huge audience, or reinventing the wheel by spending endless hours on creating engaging content. It's all about taking that first step and deciding to host a live virtual masterclass. And remember, you're closer than you think to creating a 7-figure day. It's really a lot simpler than it seems.
We promised you free access to our sold out masterclass toolkit. So here is that link. So thank you for listening to the end of this episode. Open up a tab on your browser and go to elitevirtualstages.com/toolkit and grab that toolkit now. It's pure gold. It's honestly go grab it while we have it for free. So thank you for listening. This is Momentum Maker Podcast. Keep your momentum and keep moving forward.